Do you need some tips to make sure your teen grows up to become strong and confident? Stay tuned to this video. I'm revealing you 7 secrets I am holding for parents who want to make sure their teenagers grow to be their best selves. In the meantime, my name is Karina, and if you're new here, I'm a teen confidence coach at KT Confidence Coaching, where I provide one-on-one services as well as an online course, all linked in the description below. So we're going to start with my tips number 1. Love your child. Yes, it sounds obvious like that, and I'm sure you do think, well, I do love my child. Yes, you do, but do you show it? And do you show it enough? Teenagers, just like children, they need to have the reassurance that they have their parents' unconditional love. And sometimes we accidentally make it a condition for them. So you have to make sure that you show them yours comes without condition. And this comes with valuable time. Spending valuable time with your teen is as important during their teenagehood as when they are growing up as children, if not more. Remember, teenagehood is the time when you're in between childhood and adulthood and you feel lost most of the time, way more than when you're a child. So you need to be reassured even more than when you're like just a simple child. Hugs and cuddles are very important. You don't want your teenager, girl or boy, to go look somewhere else for affection when they can have it at home in the safe space. So make sure they know they are loved, and if you are too tired one day, try to remember to explain them that the reason you're not spending time with them, but you have a bit of me time, has nothing to do with them, but it has to do with you being tired. Oftentimes children, they really think that whatever negative happens to the parents is due to them. They have this default setting thinking, oh, she's mad, she must be mad at me, I must have done something. So you have to make sure they understand you just want me time because you worked all day, because things happen, because you're a human and you need time for yourself. And that they understand it has nothing to do with them, it's only to do with you and your own need. Encourage them to try new things. When you're a child, you're developing your sense of adventure and you're eager to discover the world and try new things. And this shouldn't change and actually must be encouraged during teenagehood, when they tend to kind of think, oh, I know what I like, I know what I do not like, and they kind of stop there. So, of course, it starts with you showing them that it is interesting and exciting to try new things, trying new food, going to a new place, anything like that, and also trying new hobbies, things they would never think of. For example, if they were all focused on sports before, why not trying some arts and crafts, or the other way around? If they were only doing arts and crafts, why not trying some sports that may be interesting to them? There is a teenage girl I work with, and she does both. She's the daughter of an artist, so of course she's herself very keen to draw and paint, but she also joined a swimming team recently and she's so happy to actually also do some sports. So you don't have to be one or the other, you can be both. But most importantly, be adventurous. Try something you never tried before. Help them set realistic goals. So for that, I'm referring you to the video I published last week that is all about setting goals for teenagers. But the important thing to remember is to use the SMART system, as in SMART, the acronym. This is going to help you set goals that are actually easier to reach. But really, I'm going to put the video here about the goal setting, and you can watch it after this one. Teach them about failure. It is okay to fail. Failure is part of the learning process. So, first of all, you have to remember, the first thing they were learning was speaking and walking. And when they were learning to walk, they fell. How many times did they fall before they actually managed to make their first steps? Do you imagine where they and you would be if you had given up the first try of walking? So, everything important takes practice. Nobody is straight away good at something. It's extremely rare. Of course it happens, but it's extremely rare. And this is why we talk about these people. This is why we make movies about these people, because they are a rarity. If it was normal, we wouldn't even talk about it. When you want to be good at something, you have to fail first. You have to make a lot of mistakes. And then you're going to become good at it because you're actually practicing. Just the same as walking and talking. Instead of letting them say, oh, I'm so stupid and things like that, or just saying, oh, no, you're not stupid. Think, I'll do better next time, or try again. You will do better. Try again. It will work. Encourage them with positive vocabulary. Praise their achievements. Make sure they take the time to appreciate when they achieved something great. Oftentimes, when we achieve something, we move on to the next one without taking a second to actually appreciate what has just been achieved. I see that not only in my practice, but with people around me all the time. Not taking a second to actually appreciate what has been achieved and straight away moving on to the next task. From teenagehood, you have to stop this bad habit and make them stop for a second, appreciate what happened, mark it. So the best way to do it, I think, is to create a success bank. So it's a very simple thing, and I actually have a short video on my channel. I don't know if I can link it, but I'm going to try to link, if it's possible, to link my short video about how to create a success bank. But I'm going to explain you verbally without showing physically how it's done. So actually use a glass jar because it needs to be transparent, and you write down all their achievements. Actually, they should be doing it. You should just sit there and tell them what to do. So they sit down, they write down a list of all their achievements on a piece of paper. Then they cut all these achievements individually and fold them into small pieces that they put in the jar. And this is the first deposit. And just like any bank account, if you want to be able to withdraw a lot, you have to be depositing a lot in the first place. So all their achievements is the first deposit. And then make it a weekly habit at the end of the week together to make a list of what they achieved that week, and they can continue to deposit in the bank. So this is useful for two things. First of all, they have a visual. The transparent jar or the glass with all the little paper is a constant reminder around them that they've achieved a lot. Second, when they have a moment when they feel useful, when they feel like they can't do anything, when they feel they are losing all motivation, you can pick up, withdraw some of those achievements and read them together and remind them, actually, you achieved all this. You're not useless. You're going to achieve so much more because you did all this already. There is no reason why you're not going to achieve even more. This is the best confidence boost you can find. Be a model of self-love. Children learn by observation. Everybody says that. Children are sponges. They absorb everything, and it is true. So, why do you think children and teenagers develop problems with their body image? Because they see it all around them. It is everywhere. The one place where it shouldn't be, it's at home. And I say that to my friends as well who have daughters in particular. Stop complaining about your weight. Stop analyzing your face in the mirror and counting your wrinkles. You're giving the message. You're normalizing self-hatred, self-loathing. So if you want your daughter or even your son, because I heard about sons doing that too, if you want to avoid them looking in the mirror and start counting every flaw they have to not do it yourself. There is nothing normal or healthy about doing it anyway. We should all not be doing it. It is a hard process to unlearn that, but it's going to have two benefits for you. First, your children are not going to grow thinking it is normal to loathe yourself in front of the mirror. Second, you're going to save a lot of money because when you stop hating yourself and your body, you buy way less useless products to transform it. So believe me when I say this has a double benefit. Practice gratitude. Learning gratitude from a young age can be very, very beneficial for your child. So practicing gratitude is usually done on your own with a journal where on a daily basis you write what you're grateful for. Giving this habit from a young age to your child is actually very good and it's going to make them grow up confident and self-sufficient. Why? Because they are going to learn to appreciate everything they have. And it works for their confidence because they know they have everything they need. So what I advise you is actually to create a ritual every evening when you practice gratitude with your child, with your teenage at home. So for the brain to actually get an information, it has to be outside. It has to be outside of your head, which is why either you journal or you say it to someone. That when something becomes real, and that when your brain actually computes it as reality and not imagination anymore. So every day, make a list of 3 or 5 things you're grateful for. So there's a bit of a formula for it. First of all, you have to start with I am grateful for or I am thankful that. And it has to be something positive. For example, you don't say, I am grateful that it didn't rain today. You say, I am grateful the weather was beautiful today. You see the difference? Positive, negative. Make it something positive because you want to finish your day on a positive with them. It's also going to help them sleep better at night. At night, we have a tendency to relive our day in our head, and sometimes we might linger on the negative parts. Practicing gratitude is actually forcing you to focus on the positive aspects right before bed. So these are my personal choice, but I tried and tested every single one of them and they work. They are efficient, they are powerful. I guarantee you're going to get results. You don't have to do the 7 of them all at once. You can pick 2, 3 that you really think are going to work for you, for your child. Most importantly, I would like you to tell me which one you've chosen and how it works in the comments below. Do you have any others that you can actually advise other parents who are watching these videos? Again, I hope you really enjoyed these videos. My name is Karina, I'm a teen confidence coach. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this and to like and share if you think it can be useful for someone you know. And I will see you in my next video.